Keeping Up Appearances, Series 6, Episode 1, Part 2, written by Elliot Phillips. Scene 5. Hyacinth and Richard's front garden. Emmett and Elizabeth walk up the drive, and Emmett pokes the front doorbell sharply. Ding, ding, ding. Hyacinth opens the door in a new, very expensive, flamboyant, royal purple outfit with a very grand canary yellow hat. Emmett, Elizabeth, do come in. Shoes? Mind the walls. Hyacinth ushers Emmett and Elizabeth through her newly redecorated hall. Hyacinth, you do look spectacular this morning. Emmett responded, You look something all right. Are you going to tell us what this is in aid of, Hyacinth? Oh, this. It's just something I threw together. Come through to the kitchen. Do take a seat. Hyacinth, what do you think? Elizabeth does a twirl to show her outfit and hair. At least you tried, dear. Now, do sit down. Emmett and Elizabeth are both seated. Richard walks through the door and stands by the side of the table. Richard, you old dog, how are you? Hi, Emmett. I'm great, or so I've been told. How are the rehearsals going for your church production of Frozen? I'm still at the casting stage, but it's coming along. Richard and I have a little news, and we wanted you both to be the first of our friends to share it with. Is it the new car, or something to do with Sheridan? No, dear. Perhaps a little brother or sister for Sheridan. Emmett! Don't be silly, dear. Of course not. Richard? Oh, I think you will be far better at telling them than me, Hyacinth. Oh, very well. You're probably right, dear. As I may have mentioned, Richard was nominated for an honour due to the remarkable charitable work he does with the Richard Bouquet Foundation for Emasculated Men. I, of course, told him not to expect anything, to be more modest, just like I. Richard, I said, it probably won't happen. There are thousands of deserving people out there. You said that? Emmett and Elizabeth stem a laugh. Don't be facetious, dear. I wasn't aware the honours list was published today, so you can imagine how shocked I was when Richard over breakfast told me of his bit of good fortune. Richard, what did you get? A knighthood. Emmett replied, Congratulations, old boy, or should we start calling you sir now? No, just plain old Richard will do just fine. Now, Richard, let's not get too carried away. You now have a duty to uphold the standards of the aristocracy. Hyacinth, we are hardly aristocracy, even with a knighthood. Well, we're as good as. So long as you remember, Hyacinth, we don't have an aristocratic budget. We definitely don't have one of those. Well, I think it's wonderful. Well done, Richard. All those hours of your retirement you've sacrificed to spend on your foundation have paid off. Think of all the men you have helped over the years. He's had good experience. And a very supportive, selfless wife. Elizabeth and Emmett look at each other and roll eyes. Now for coffee. Beaker, Elizabeth? Yes, please, Hyacinth. I think that's wise, dear. Hyacinth pours the coffee and puts the cups down with a clank. She whips round the kitchen at speed and shouts very loudly, Biscuit? Elizabeth jumps and spills the coffee. Hyacinth, I'm so sorry. Don't worry, dear. Accidents will happen. All too frequently. Camera cuts to the scene of Elizabeth and Emmett walking off down the drive. Goodbye, Elizabeth. Goodbye, Emmett. Hyacinth sings very loudly after them in an operatic voice. Let it go, let it go. Scene 6. Onslow and Daisy's house. Onslow is sat watching a large flat-screen television, while Daisy is snuggled on the sofa under a blanket, with her feet up, reading 50 Shades of Grey, sucking her thumb and wiggling her legs excitedly. Next to Onslow is a side table with a can of beer, notebook and his mobile phone. The phone begins to ring. Turn the telly down, will you, our Days? Daisy shouts above the telly volume. Why don't you do it? You've got the remote. Daisy searches under the blanket, pulling out random objects, before reaching down into the side of the sofa and retrieving the remote. She points it at the TV and the volume reduces. Hello? The Richard Bucket Foundation for Emasculated Men. Onslow speaking. How can I help? What? You've got an overbearing wife that goes through your shirt pockets? In my experience, it's best not to have pockets. Don't wear pockets. I'll take your details and get back to you. The living room door bursts open and Rose appears, dressed in a black tight catsuit. What time of the day do you call this, our Rose? Your bed wasn't slept in last night, nor our Kylie's. What have you two been up to? It wasn't my fault our Kylie took me to an all-night rave. You could have said no. Well, it would have been rude not to, especially as Mr. Thornbury was there too. Rose rubs her thighs seductively. What was Mr. Thornbury doing at an all-night rave? Driving me and Kylie there. Where is our Kylie? I hope you've not led her astray, our Rose. She's coming, she's fine. She's just saying goodbye to her date before Mr. Thornbury takes him home. Daisy smiles and returns to her book. Onslow finishes his telephone call. I'll be in touch, mate. Ta-ra. Another lonely man, in need of a personal touch, yearning for a good woman. I've told you, Rose, no, you can't have my contact book again. Remember what happened the last time you took it. Well, how was I to know we'd have a queue of angry wives halfway down the street? Don't just stand there. Would you get us another beer and a packet of smoky bacon? Oh, here. The front door bangs shut and the living room door opens. Kylie walks in, wearing tight leggings and a crop top with midriff showing, a belly button ring in her navel, lots of gold jewellery, and big oversized hooped earrings, heavily made up with her dark hair up in a bun. Aunt Rose, you are the bomb, man. I'll tell you, Gran, you have never seen anyone twerk like that ever. She was seriously sick, innit? She's had lots of practice. Well, you do tend to pick these things up over the years. Kylie looks down at her mobile phone. No way! The YouTube video of Aunt Rose is going viral. 20,000 views and it's all over Twitter. It won't be the first time your Aunt Rose has gone viral. Bog off, Onslow! Thank you for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, then please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, and also hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. Also, please do remember to subscribe to the channel. So, from me in Shropshire, goodbye.